Well, some good news coming out of Noble's Hospital today. A press conference been held about the future of pacemakers and how they're being delivered now, the service that is on the Isle of Man. Jan is with me, doctor in charge of this. Is this a saving thing, or why are we doing it on the Isle of Man now? What's happened?
Yeah, well, I would say that there's quite a lot of reasons. It's a saving, and it's of course the get to the standard of district general hospitals in the UK, because this is what it used to be and what it is as a practice in the district general hospitals to put pacemakers in. There are certain types of pacemaker they put in, so we are, to be honest, slightly behind. And I think what kicked this off, to be honest, was that we are a bit, seeking for cutting down the expenses on off-island expenses for healthcare, and this is one of them that is very, very easy to achieve.
Give us an example, and how many people in the Isle of Man need pacemakers in an average year?
The numbers we talk about, there are two things. There are one of those who have pacemakers in already, and they need because of a depletion of their battery, they need change of a battery, and those who need a pacemakers as a first implant. So the whole number is about 60, 70 a year, out of which we have even some complex devices. It means complex devices that will carry on to be put in a tertiary center, because this is more sophisticated, not only device, but the whole procedure is a bit different. So, and this number is increasing because this is very dependent on average age. We are achieving higher age, and people are more elderly. So it means we are getting to people who are older, and therefore they develop need for pacemaker in their lifetime. So we will see increasing numbers of those devices put in.
Now, you've been doing this for a few months already, so I believe it's a good top-of-the-range production you put in as well. You're very pleased with the actual devices you've got.
You were asking about the reasons. I would say the other reason is, and it's not about satisfying my ego, it's about, of course, doing something more than the general cardiology we do on the island. And as it is safe, as it is something that we should do here, and it's, of course, effective, it's everything what you would like to have from any business case. So it's a new exciting thing. Technology is very, very good, and I think we have a chance and we have resources to put very top-range devices in and do quite a lot of other things. So yeah, it is very exciting for me.
I mean, I know the money side of it isn't probably your thing, but it's saving quite a bit of money by doing it here, not in Liverpool then?
We had a look at it, and to be honest, it was on agenda for quite a good few years. And it was always highly cost-effective exercise. We calculated procedure-wise, means like what we pay UK to doing those procedures for us, plus traveling expenses that are very often via air ambulance. It means this is very expensive stuff. We calculated that the yearly savings on this side would be about nearly £250,000. And £250,000, I'm talking about only about that part of the pacing we do on the island. So that will carry on. It's a necessary thing. So if we develop something in the future and we put more devices, maybe even those sophisticated ones, we might save even more money. So it's a lot of money in my point of view.
And you've been trained up on this over the last few months. This is your thing now, so they're going to hold on to you, I hope. I presume the Isle of Man, they want to hold on to you?
It is. I was trained in Liverpool Heart and Chest, and I'm very happy that my colleagues in Liverpool Heart and Chest were very open and very very good at me. So yeah, it was a few months of a training there, and we still have coming consultant if we have a list of pacemakers to sort of a shadow not only me but more the whole environment set up in the theatres, because this procedure is not only good, not new for me. It's new for the whole setup in the theatres, including radiograph, auxiliary stuff in the theatres. So it's a whole different thing.
Just hold one up, please, just so people who are watching this who are probably waiting for one might just get reassured. I mean, how big are these babies?
Yeah, these are not very big. If we look at the historical, Lynn, our chief cardiac physiologist, would tell us something more, because those devices were about 10, 15 years, 4 or 5 times bigger. So these devices are very sophisticated, rounded, very easy to place. This on the left side is a device that we put in. It's a dual chamber. It means chamber, pacing 2 parts of a heart. And this one looks like a memory stick. Is a device that we put in on the island as well. It's a monitoring device called loop recorder.
And what I must also point out, this is where the high-tech bit is, you can literally put this to
over the device, yeah.
and it connects to the internet or through the phone system, and you can get an instant
This is exactly, yeah.
Which is clever stuff.
This is very good. Someone may say, someone who now understands those devices more knows that this is something that becomes a standard of complex devices like this one. This is a defibrillator. But we are trying to put even simple pacemakers with remote monitoring in certain cases, like a bed-bound patient from nursing homes, patients who have some sort of reasons or some physical problems that it's very difficult for them to get to a clinic. So this way we can do exactly the same as we do in a pacemaker clinic. Just to reassure everybody, this is remote monitoring. We can do checking data, but we can't change setup of pacemakers or devices. So there's no way anybody can abuse this system and switch somebody's pacemaker. So it's only about taking the data and making sure the device is set up and tuned up properly.
Finally, for people's lives, the quality of life and the extension to life, these things must be invaluable, right?
Yeah, very good. You got a lot of people who otherwise are okay. They are in their 80s. They have no other medical conditions, and they simply have episodes when they lose their consciousness. Sometimes, unfortunately, they fracture their hips and broken their bones. But this can prolong their life. It's a very simple procedure, and it can improve quality of life and their life expectancy.